For the first time, a fully covered Muslim contestant is participating in the Miss Minnesota USA competition.
Halima Aden, 19, stay calm!
Halima Aden made history when she became the first hijabi to compete in the Miss Minnesota pageant. She quickly rose to fame soon after, working with many famous fashion designers, appearing in various magazine covers, and becoming the first hijabi to be featured in Sports Illustrated magazine. Halima's story is both remarkable and inspiring. She was born in Kakuma refugee camp, located in the northwestern Turkana County of Kenya. This region was originally home to around 60,000 Turkana ethnic group. Today it houses around 500,000 refugees from various parts of Africa. Kakuma is a semi-arid land with a harsh climate. It's one of the hottest places on earth. Life here is harsh, with people living without some of the basic amenities that we take for granted, such as electricity and indoor toilets. Halima's family arrived at this camp after escaping the 1992 Somali civil war. Halima spent her early years in the camp, which was marked by challenging conditions. Her family resettled in the United States when Halima was 7, in the state of Missouri. She talked about the culture shock and challenges she experienced when she first arrived in the US.
But it hasn't always been easy. When we first arrived to the United States and made St. Louis, Missouri home, I remember asking my mom, is this really America? There were things that were sadly familiar, like hearing gunshots at night and the streets looking impoverished.
Her childhood in America was difficult. She faced bullying and struggled with her identity, particularly around her faith and her headscarf.
Specifically, when I started wearing the headscarf known as a hijab. When I first started wearing it, I was excited. I remember admiring my mother's and I wanted to emulate her beauty. But when I started middle school, the students teased me about not having hair, so to prove them wrong, I started showing them my hair. Something that goes against my beliefs, but something I felt pressure to do.
But despite these challenges, she excelled in school, and things really started to improve for her once she moved to St. Cloud, Minnesota, which is home to a large number of Somali refugees. And after becoming the first Muslim to be crowned homecoming queen in her school, Halima was motivated to enter beauty pageants, and she made history by competing in the Miss Minnesota beauty pageant. Although she didn't win the crown, she made it to semi-finalist, and in the swimsuit portion of the competition, she wore a burkini, which is a swimsuit designed specifically for Muslim girls and women. Halima's reason for competing in this beauty pageant was not only because of her love for fashion, but also to be a source of inspiration for women, specifically Muslim women, to show them that they could be modest and fashionable at the same time. Following her participation in the pageant, she received national attention and she was signed by IMG models. Halima worked with major fashion designers and did runway shows both in the US and internationally. She also appeared on the covers of various magazines, including Glamour, Vogue, Elle, and Essence. Halima made history once again when she posed for the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue, becoming the first hijabi to do so. Her groundbreaking achievement was inspiring, especially for Muslim women who didn't see themselves represented in the fashion world. However, in 2020, Halima surprised many people when she announced she was stepping away from modeling to focus on her beliefs and values, citing discomfort with how the industry was handling her faith and modesty. In a BBC interview, she told designer Tommy Hilfiger what caused her to leave the industry.
Being the first Muslim hijab-wearing model, I got to a place where I was so far removed from my own image that I ran into problems like jeans being placed on my head in place of a regular scarf.
I understand why you left the fashion industry. There's been a lot of abuse and a lot of disrespect.
However, Halima made a return to modeling in recent years, continuing to advocate for inclusivity and representation. She has said that although the mainstream fashion industry has disappointed her, she is still a girl who has passion for fashion. So these days, she works with brands that align with her values, specifically the ones located in conservative countries like Turkey and the UAE. In 2021, she was named the first global brand ambassador for Modernisa, the largest modest fashion brand based in Turkey. Halima is also an active UNICEF ambassador, using her platform to support humanitarian causes. Her work includes returning to the Kakuma refugee camp, where she has worked to raise awareness and support for refugee children.
Kids that were still there, that were still going to school, and one of my proudest accomplishments was telling them and honestly looking at them face to face and telling them, I got to grow. There's life, there's hope, there's so much out there waiting for you outside of this camp. And you deserve that because you're a child, and it's our social responsibility to make sure that your childhood is a happy one.
And you gave them a chance to know what a dream could look like?
Yeah.
She is truly a beautiful human being. Despite all the challenges she has faced, she continues to lead life with integrity and positivity. Her current endeavors involve balancing her career with advocacy work, continuing to inspire many with her resilience and dedication.